Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. In a significant ruling for the ongoing civil trial involving Elon Musk and OpenAI, Federal District Judge Yvonne Rodriguez has disallowed testimony regarding extinction or catastrophe scenarios from an expert witness on artificial intelligence. Stuart Russell, a UC Berkeley professor and leading AI expert, was slated to testify on behalf of plaintiff Elon Musk, who alleges OpenAI improperly converted its nonprofit status to a for-profit venture. Musk's attorney argued that such testimony was crucial for the jury to understand scientifically accepted risks associated with AI. However, Judge Rodriguez sided with the defense, stating that the trial's focus is on violations of a charitable trust, not the broader safety risks of AI. She emphasized that while AI safety is a concern, this particular trial is not the venue for such discussions, and the court would not get sidetracked on that issue. This decision aims to keep the proceedings focused on the specific legal claims at hand, rather than the speculative existential threats posed by advanced AI. NTD News reported on the proceedings. Global News reports that Toronto Police Chief Myron Demkiw has pledged a thorough investigation into serious allegations of anti-Semitism and racism within the police service. These claims were brought to light by former homicide detective Hank Edsinga in his newly released memoir, High Road: Confessions of a Homicide Cop. Edsinga detailed witnessing cases of anti-Semitism and racism and raised concerns about corruption among the service's senior ranks. Chief Demkiw stated that any such allegations are taken very, very seriously and confirmed he would meet with members of the police force's Jewish Internal Support Network to discuss the claims. However, Edsinga has explicitly declined to participate in an internal investigation, telling officers who visited his home, "Thanks, but no thanks," as he does not trust the service to investigate itself. He highlighted that his grandfather's death during the Holocaust influenced his career, driving him to help victims, but expressed disappointment in the futility of addressing such issues internally within the organization. The Archbishop of Toronto, Frank Leo, has written a letter to Prime Minister Mark Carney, appealing to his Catholic faith to stop the extension of medical assistance in dying, MAID, to individuals whose sole underlying medical condition is mental illness. The Canadian press reports that this controversial change is scheduled to come into effect next March. Archbishop Leo urged Carney to choose life and not death, and allow Liberal members of Parliament to vote freely on a private member's bill aimed at restricting MAID. He also called on both Carney and Justice Minister Sean Fraser to consider limiting any further expansion of assisted dying laws and to prioritize investments in palliative care and support services for those struggling. Carney's office declined to comment on the letter or the government's plans regarding assisted dying. A parliamentary committee is currently assessing Canada's readiness for this upcoming extension. RCMP in the Halifax area are actively reviewing 90 fraud-related complaints against Race Auto Group, a used car dealership located in Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. This number represents a significant increase, as complaints have risen from 20 to 90 within a single week since officers were initially called to an altercation involving the owner and disgruntled customers. Customers have come forward to Global News, alleging that they remain responsible for outstanding loans on vehicles they had already traded in to the dealership. The RCMP, HRD, Integrated Criminal Investigation Division's Financial Crime Unit, is now meticulously gathering and reviewing all available information to determine if criminal charges are warranted. Furthermore, the Better Business Bureau has announced the suspension of Race Auto Group's accreditation, citing the dealership's failure to promptly and professionally address marketplace disputes. Global news reports that the United Kingdom has raised its official terrorism threat level from substantial to severe following a stabbing incident in London that injured 2 Jewish men. Police have deemed the attack in Golders Green, a predominantly Jewish neighborhood, an act of terrorism. The severe threat level, the second highest on a 5-point scale, indicates that intelligence agencies consider another attack highly likely within the next 6 months. Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the incident, stating that his government will do everything in our power to stamp this hatred out and acknowledge the high levels of anxiety within the Jewish community. However, some protesters heckled him, accusing the government of failing to tackle anti-Semitism. The government has pledged £25 million, $34 million, for increased police patrols and protection around Jewish sites and aims to fast-track sentencing for anti-Semitic attacks as a deterrent. Authorities are also investigating a potential link to Iranian proxies, as similar arson attacks have been claimed online in the name of Harakat Ashab al-Yamin al-Islamiyah. The rise in anti-Semitic incidents has been notably sharp since the Hamas attack on Israel in October 2023 and the subsequent war in Gaza. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.